What's up, everybody? Good evening. Yes, I am heading home. And on my lunch break, of course, we all know what's trending. Everybody's been talking about Will and Jada. Will and Jada. Jada's and Will. Chris Rock. And I just want, everybody else giving their opinion. Let me put my 411 in on it. And I'm just going to straight out say it, get to the point. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett are some clowns. They are some clowns. They with a clown ass family. That shit was uncalled for. It was over the top. And those of you that's sitting up there talking about he was protecting his wife, that's some fuck bullshit, okay? With some sugar sprinkled all on the top of that fuck shit. That he was not protecting her. He felt like a fucking fool because he was laughing at first. He was laughing. He was laughing with the audience and with everybody else that was laughing. But when he looked over at Jada and saw that her feelings was hurt, that she didn't find the shit funny, he realized he had to do something, okay? Where was that energy, okay? Will, with your clown ass, and I always loved me some Will and his movies and everything, but this fuck shit right here, you just blew me with this one. Where was your fucking antennas? Where was that energy for August Alsina when that motherfucker made a whole song about you, your wife, got on the internet and talked shit about you, your wife? So did other comedians that said way much worse than what Chris Rock said. Matter of fact, he didn't even say anything that was fucked up or disrespectful. He said that he can't wait to see G.I. Jane 2. For one, let me tell you, bitch, that was a motherfucking compliment. That was a compliment because Demi Moore played the shit out of that motherfucking movie. That was a good ass movie. And Jada, you supposed to be a tough bitch. G.I. Jane 2, bitch, is a compliment. That's money in your pockets, bitch. I want to see you in G.I. Jane 2. Okay? I want to see, because I think you probably could have played the fuck out of that motherfucking movie if they did decide to do a G.I. Jane 2. So I didn't see where the disrespect was. Okay? Your wife is lost her hair to alopecia. My daughter lost her hair to alopecia. Bitch, that's not a life-threatening disease. That's nothing life-threatening. Okay, so why you in your fucking feelings for about that? But people have talked about you, your family, your children, and said a whole lot fucking worse. A whole lot worse than what Chris Rock has. What if that had been Chris Tucker? I guarantee, and we all know that Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, Kevin Hart, all of them, they're extreme comedians. Like, they make fun of anything and everything they make fun of. Okay? So what if that had been Chris Tucker up there? You would have got your ass beat. What if that would have been Eddie Murphy? Because Chris Rock is not confrontational. You see, he was like, okay, we can keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Nigga, you ain't tell August Alsina to keep his name out of your wife's mouth. You didn't tell your wife to keep her pussy off his dick, did you? You didn't say, let's get real. Let's get real. Since you are in your feelings, Will, since you in your feelings about your wife's feelings and emotions, motherfucker, where were your antennas at? Where were your antennas at when your wife was sitting on that dick, okay? When she was getting fucked, and then August Alsina went and told everybody about it. Where were them? Motherfuckers can miss with the fuck shit. See, I don't like when you be real, be real. If he was defending his wife, why he didn't defend his wife when all that other shit was going on? Okay? when the bitch was in a motherfucking entanglement, when she was in a motherfucking entanglement, where was your motherfucking antennas? Where was your slap in the motherfucking face then? Okay? When motherfuckers was talking about your son and how he's wearing dresses and how his brain is all fried and fucked up, and they talked about your daughter and how she got tick mental issues. I didn't see you slapping motherfuckers around then. Y'all didn't even talk that shit. You didn't even acknowledge that shit. So again, we go back to pick your battles. Pick your battles. You went up there after a man for making a fun and didn't really make a fun. He made a statement and said, I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. And I didn't see nothing disrespectful about that. I didn't see anything disrespectful about that compared to all of the fuck shit that everybody else on social media and them have been saying of him, her, and everything. Where was the fuck when Jada Pinkett was at the red table and motherfuckers was saying that and worse? And you was sitting at the red table. I didn't see you smacking motherfuckers then or even speaking on it then. But you get up there and make us. You get up there and make us look like a goddamn fool. You make us look like, this is why they say you can't take niggas nowhere. Niggas shit. You know, they sit up and they act a goddamn fool. You'd have said, I'll talk, I'll see. You could have hollered, just like you hollered, keep my motherfucking wife's name out your mouth. Will, why the fuck you didn't holler and say, don't speak on my wife? That's all the fuck you had to say. You could have screamed from the motherfucking audience when you looked over at Jada after your laughing ass thought the shit was funny. Cause you thought it was funny until you saw her player hating ass didn't find it was funny. She got in her feelings about it. But this the same bitch that talk about everybody. This the same bitch that sit at the red table, tell other motherfuckers what they should and shouldn't do, and now nobody can't speak on you. Nobody can't make jokes. Y'all already said that's the life you live. You signed up for this. You signed up for this. Everybody talk about you. 50 Cent talk about you motherfuckers every day, all day, back to back. 50 Cent make fun of everybody. I bet you ain't going to slap the shit out of 50. You ain't gonna go slap the shit out of 50. But I don't give a fuck what you say. That shit was motherfucking fucked up. And you know, Chris, he handled it like a man. He handled it like a king, because he didn't get belligerent. He didn't get ghetto. He didn't act goddamn fool. And then he still let your ass walk around. He didn't even press charges. He didn't even press charges. Like, he let the shit go. And people is killing me talking about he owes Will and Jada a motherfucking apology. Fuck Will. Fuck Jada. Fuck them motherfuckers where they stand. He don't owe you motherfuckers a motherfucking thing. Y'all owe him. Y'all owe him an apology. Y'all, bitch, you can't take a joke. This is the same bitch that talks about, this the same bitch that embarrassed her own husband. Are y'all not paying attention? Are y'all not paying? This is the same bitch, instead of keeping her motherfucking jaws closed, and instead of her keeping her motherfucking mouth shut, keeping her motherfucking tongue in her motherfucking mouth, this is the same bitch that gets in front of a camera, that gets on social media and make her very own husband look like a motherfucking fool. If anybody he should have been slapping her bald-headed ass. He should have been slapping her bald-headed ass. And I had people that at work, I'm talking about white folks, that was on side at my, I said, I don't agree with that. I'm not on his side. I love his movies, his acting. He was my ace coon boom. But now fuck Will Smith. And then fuck Jada. It's been fuck Jada, cause them two motherfuckers, y'all motherfucking minds is rot. Y'all motherfucking minds is rot. And Jada Pinkett is, when I tell you, this bitch got some what they call it, mojo. Got some mojo going down on Will, where when you can control a motherfucker with your look and make that motherfucker get up and make an ass of himself, this bitch knows what the fuck she doing. Don't think she don't. Don't think she don't. This bitch got mind control. She had mind control over Will, when you can look at a motherfucker and he know what to get your ass up there on stage. You give him, you know how when back in the day you give your child that look when your child fucking fucks up, and you give your, because my mother used to give us that look. My mom used to give us that look. You knew, sit your motherfucker down and shut the fuck up. You better not do another motherfucking thing. I used to give that look to my kids. I get them that look. They knew to straighten up real quick. Jada gave Will that mother look, and he automatically, like a motherfucking kid in control, he automatically knew, get your ass up there on that stage and handle that. But she didn't do that shit to August Alsina. She didn't do that shit to 50. She didn't do that shit to a lot of other motherfuckers that talked about not only them, but talked about their children and everything. Bitch, where was your energy? Where was the energy then? Where was orders then for you to give your husband when other motherfuckers was talking shit about you and your family? Cause let me tell you something. If you can't just stop and smack one motherfucker, then you gonna have to smack a whole lot of bitches. Niggas too. You gonna have to slap a whole lot of motherfuckers that's been talking. You was fed the fuck up. The motherfucker ain't nothing. Disrespectful. He didn't say nothing disrespectful. Your bitch got up there and say she was in a motherfucking entanglement, but she jumped on a dick. She jumped on a young dick. You ain't slapped the shit out of her or that nigga. You didn't slap the shit out of her or that nigga. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Will Smith, she controls him. And when that bitch say jump, that motherfucker say how Will ain't in control of a motherfucking thing. Jada is. And when she don't find shit funny, she put this motherfucker up to do her motherfucking dirty work. Now y'all lost everything and y'all look like fucking fools. And any of you motherfuckers that's riding with them, talking about he was taking up for her, he was protecting you, go get your motherfucking head checked. Get your head, delete, block, do whatever the fuck you need to do now. And because I don't agree with that shit, they apologize. They need to do, and then motherfucker, you get up there and cry like a motherfucking baby, apologizing to everybody but the motherfucker you should have been apologizing to. Why y'all? And then no got up there. This is what blow me. Nobody even said in the audience, apologize to Chris Rock. Why ain't nobody screamed? I wish I was there, because I would have said, nigga, you apologizing to every fucking body else but the nigga that you hit. Who, it wasn't even his fault. He didn't even say anything. You all tell me, what was so bad about what he said? What was so bad he said? It was a motherfucking compliment. It really wasn't a joke. And he was being disrespectful. How was he being disrespectful? By saying G.I. Jane 2. You tell me where that was. Because I could see if it was a man. I could see if it was a man. And he was making reference to her as being a man. And then y'all said that was disrespectful. But this was another woman that he was referring to. And he said that she would look good. And we can't wait to see her play G.I. Jane 2, because in other motherfuckers, everybody says shit. I would love to see Jada Pinkett play G.I. Jane part 2 as well, because I think the bitch would knock it out the motherfucking ballpark. So what's the issue? What's the issue? When it was issues. Will Smith, you didn't do shit. You never even spoke on nothing, nigga. You didn't do nothing. And then motherfuckers sitting up here talking about Chris Rock should apologize. No, the fuck he shouldn't. No, the fuck he shouldn't. Will need to apologize. You two motherfuckers is the ones that fucked up. Y'all the open marriage. Y'all out here doing all kind of fuck shit. Your woman make you look like a goddamn fool because she jumping on dicks all over the place. And then when she don't do it right, she get on here and she lie about it instead of standing up to it. It ain't nothing wrong with saying we got a open relationship, and this is if that's what you do, that's what the fuck you do. Okay, stand in your shit. Stand it, but don't blame others. These two motherfuckers is always blaming other people for other shit. Always blaming other people for other shit. Y'all them weird ass kids. Y'all got them weird ass kids that dress, talk, do weird ass shit. Cause they got that shit from their mama and daddy. The apple don't fall too far from the motherfucking tree. And then when your shit get out there, instead of you standing in it, y'all want to blame somebody else. Now you mad, nigga? You mad? Now you niggas, motherfuckers been told own friends. Will and Jada, your own motherfucking friends been talking about you, fun of y'all marriage. And I ain't seen you. We ain't heard nothing about you slapping them, let alone telling them motherfuckers to stay out your motherfucking business. Motherfuckers that's been knowing you guys for years. Motherfuckers that's been a part of your life and been in your house and know how y'all get the fuck down. They've been involved in that shit with you guys for years. And y'all motherfuckers ain't been so said a peep, a squeak out of it. But you get up here at the Oscars and make us look really, really bad. And then not only you slap another brother that's working, and he kept it light. He kept it light. That joke was lightweight. That joke wasn't heavy. That wasn't fucking disrespectful. And you motherfuckers sitting up there talking about he took up for Jada. No, the fuck he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. Where the fuck was all you motherfuckers at when August Alsina and all the rest of them motherfuckers, rappers and everybody else was making fun of Jada and Will's weak ass? Ain't nobody said a motherfucking goddamn Will. They was weak ass saying why Will and them ain't saying nothing. Why they ain't saying, ooh, he ain't got shit to say. And then they called you a wimp because you was at the red table. They knew you was heated. They knew you was sick. And then your motherfucking wife couldn't even get up there and admit. The bitch said she had an entanglement. No, bitch, you jumped on a young dick. That's what the fuck you did. You jumped on a young dick, bitch. You get entangled in shit. If that's what the fuck you do, that's what you do. I'm in adult entertainment. And if that's what the fuck y'all do, and y'all both agree to it, that's what the fuck y'all do. Who is anybody else to say anything? He didn't even speak on that. He could have made jokes about that. He didn't. He didn't. He gave a bitch a compliment that she took the wrong mother. Demi Moore, Demi, where you at? Speak the fuck up. Demi Moore, she insulted. Bitch, you don't want to do a G.I. Jane 2? For me, I rock that shit. That Demi Moore should be fucking insulted. Okay, because there wasn't nothing bad about that joke. It disrespectful. It was homage to me. Really, it was. He didn't call her a man. He didn't refer her to a man. He didn't. You got a bitch that ain't got no bitch. Go put a wig on. If you that motherfucker sensitive about your bald head, bitch. You said in a video, Jada, that you loved your bald head. Then, bitch, if you loved your bald head, what the fuck you ain't laugh at that joke? You should have been laughing with him. You should have been laughing with him. If you love your bald head and you stand in the skin that you are in, bitch, why you ain't? Because your husband was laughing. He thought the shit was funny. Will, you thought the shit was funny, until you looked over at your bitch. She gave him that look, y'all, like, you know that look? That look. Get your motherfucking ass up on that stage and handle that. That was that look. That was that look, y'all. Let me give it to y'all again. That's that look. Get your motherfucking ass up on that stage and handle that. She ordered that motherfucker, but you see, she didn't order his ass to go and check. Oh, she didn't order his ass to go check 50. She didn't order his ass to go check Kevin Hart and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that made fun of their marriage and their relationship and said a hell of a lot worse. And said a hell of a lot worse than what Chris did. If Chris Tucker would have got up on there and said and did the same, you think Will would have actually walked up on stage and slapped the shit out of any one of them? Hell to the fuck no. And y'all know it. And you motherfuckers sound like some motherfucking fools to sit up there and say that Will was taken up for his wife. No, that nigga Cyborg, that nigga was ordered. He was up on that stage and handled that because a bitch was in her fucking feelings. She was in her feelings, and because a real bitch that loves the skin she in, loves her bald head, bitch, you flaunting it like you own it, you would have laughed. That shit wouldn't have bothered you. It wouldn't have touched you. But Jada, we all know, got a lot of shit going on. That bitch is too. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She's mental. And she got a whole bunch of motherfucking issues. And that was not about a husband taken up for his wife. Y'all don't understand. That's not what that shit was about. That motherfucker was ordered. Do you hear me? To get up on the stage to handle that shit because the bitch was in her feelings. She was embarrassed and the bitch was in her. If you look, she went from laughing and smiling to real quick because she didn't find it funny. And she was like, nigga, get your ass up there and handle that. Because he was cracking the fuck up. He was enjoying it until he looked over and saw his entanglement ass bitch get in her feelings about what a comedian said. And y'all know, I bet money on it. Y'all know if that had been any other comedian, these hard comedians, Will wouldn't have never got his weak ass up there, his big booty, because she fucking him, he ain't fucking her. She fucking him, he ain't fucking her. He wouldn't have got his big weak ass up there on that motherfucking stage and did a motherfucking thing if it had been any one of those other comedians. I promise you he would. Even I give you one better. Even if it had been one of the white weak comics, you know? Even if it had been one of the white weak comedians, that motherfucker would have not never. Do you hear me? He wouldn't have not never got up there and even thought about slapping them, let alone get out. But this what you would do to another brother. Instead of pulling that motherfucking brother aside, say to him, you know what? You know, Chris, I know you do that comedy shit, but my wife didn't find that shit funny, and that upsetted me. That's what fuck you supposed to do. I know you in your comedy shit, but you know my wife didn't find that shit funny, and neither did I, and you know, we didn't appreciate that. And you know he would have apologized. He would have apologized, but his bitch said, get the fuck up there and handle that like he's a motherfucking puppy-ass dog. Like he a dog. You did that. That shit wasn't cool as fuck. And it just made, Will. See, I'm pissed off because you just set a bitch back. You just set a bitch back, 10 years again. So now they gonna think twice about who they put in the front, how they do things, because you just fucked it up for the next nigga that gets up there, they gonna think twice about giving the next nigga an Oscar. You ruined it for the people that was in that movie, everything. And let me tell you something. If you was genuine, if you was a real motherfucker like you said you would, the first motherfucker you would have apologized would have been Chris Rock. You would have got up there and you would have said, what? My emotions took over, and I didn't handle this right. And for that, Chris, I apologize. That's would have been a real king move. That would have been a real king move, but you a weak motherfucker, and you ain't the one in charge. It's that bitch of yours that's in charge, and she just made your motherfucking ass weaker. Cause we already seen how weak you are when that August Alsina. It's no wonder she get here and she getting Young Dick, cause Young Dick ain't weak. Young Dick ain't weak, and that's the reason why. Y'all, I'm telling you. This shit, I ain't like it. I like it not one bit. I'm team Chris Rock all the way. And I used to be team Will. Fuck Will. That bitch Jada. Fuck that bitch. Fuck them motherfuckers. And if you choose to unsubscribe, I don't give a fuck. Cause what's right is right. And that shit was all the way wrong. And if y'all rocking with that and y'all think that was a nigga that was taking up for his woman, you motherfuckers need to get your motherfucker check. Cause that was not what that was about. That was not what that's about. That's crazy. I get back with you guys. I'm going to get my motherfucking ice. I need a motherfucking drink after all this shit. Later.